The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra could be very different than we expected, and this may disappoint many of you. Let me know in the comments though what you most want to see from the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So first story of the day, we've got some good news, and according to Ice Universe, there's zero possibility of the Galaxy S24 series adopting the Exynos 2400. Now last year, Samsung made the switch to Qualcomm's Snapdragon chip for all models, and this pleased many users globally. And rumours have been suggesting that the Exynos could be returning this year, so if Ice Universe is correct, then this is great news. The Snapdragon Summit is going to be held on October 24th this year, so we're going to hear all about the new chipset then. Next up, we got a tweet from Alvin, and he reports that Samsung is reducing the Galaxy S24 lineup, and that there's only going to be 2 models this year. While we normally expect 3 models in the series, he says that the Plus is being dropped, so we're only going to get the choice of the Galaxy S24 or the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Previously, we've had plenty of rumours about Samsung dropping the 2 telephoto cameras in favour of a new variable zoom lens, but according to Ravegnas on Twitter, that's no longer the case. He tweeted to say that the variable zoom camera has actually been cancelled, and we're going to be seeing the same camera system as the predecessor, apart from an upgrade to the 10x zoom. Now, there are now multiple sources claiming the same thing, so it's looking very likely that there's not going to be much change to the cameras. Now, many reports have already stated that the whole Galaxy S24 series is going to remain pretty much the same in design as its predecessor, and that's hardly a surprise looking at their recent releases. It's thought that Samsung are going to be keeping the same design across the range, and focus is going to be on the hardware upgrades in the user experience, which isn't a bad thing. While we're used to phones changing every year, they've reached a pretty good design already, and keeping the same design can help with cost savings on these very expensive devices, and I personally like the fact that Samsung aren't just changing the design for the sake of it. Now at the same time, if the S24 Ultra is looking exactly the same as even the S22 Ultra from a couple of years ago, then it doesn't really encourage anyone to be going for upgrades. Of course, a great area of improvement is going to be in the display, and the S24 Ultra is going to have a brighter and better display than the previous models, and we're also hoping for some trimmed down bezels on the front. While the rear cameras remain the same, there will of course be improvements on the software side, so we will see some improvements in photography. Now there are also rumours of an in-display selfie camera on the front, which I guess would be enough to make it different from its predecessors, but we hear these rumours every single year and it just never happens. Now, of course, we're still a long way away from the official launch, so leaks can be inaccurate as well as Samsung's plans changing along the way. But as we approach launch, we'll get more and more accurate information, and of course, I'll be sharing it as soon as it comes in. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing in the future.